Levon, I was doing my research on freestyle chess or Fischer Random, and I saw that you've actually won these tournaments that were happening in Mainz before,
Yes.
which were actually the world championships back then.
Yes.
And not once, I think
Twice.
twice.
And also, what is even harder, I won 2 opens.
2 open events.
Yes.
And that was also in
Yes,
Mainz.
yes, in Mainz. Yes.
Wow.
I think that is harder than winning the matches. Yeah.
Because there are so many different types of players and so on.
Yes. Yes. If I recall, it was 11 rounds. So that's one of my big achievements.
You know, last time we did an interview at the end where I asked you about how you look at different positions and you revealed some tips about symmetry, breaking it in the opening. And recently, Tanya was playing some match with Magnus and opponent Fabi versus Maurice. And Tanya was asking like how to prepare for Chess 960, and I told her to watch your interview. And I think that had such great nuggets of knowledge that are there.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe I should watch it as well. I think the more I play it, the more I understand. I don't understand anything.
Yeah, this was going to be my question to you. Like 1 year after this Wiesenhaus event, do you feel your understanding of freestyle chess has improved?
You know what improved? I understood that the initial biases we have, we should let go, because you know there are biases from regular chess, which are very natural. The f7 square is very weak, and we feel like, oh, you know, pushing the f pawn early on is a bad idea. So it's natural, but in freestyle chess, it's never the case. You know, you don't know when you're gonna castle. Quite often, I saw by analyzing, the only move is f6 in many positions. I mean, they only move to equality.
Because there are some positions where you have to make some weird moves like g6, f6, all of this, and it looks ugly. But
Yes.
actually, it's completely fine.
Yes, you have to fight for the center, like in regular chess. But the way you're going to do it is, you know, it changes. It changes from regular chess because you don't have those particular squares that you know that are weak.
And you are back in Wiesenhaus this time. How are you feeling overall? And this time you are with Annie as well here.
Yes.
So how does that change things for you?
Oh, I'm very happy. I mean, thanks to my parents-in-law who are taking care of our daughter, I had the chance to bring Annie here, and she loves it here. Of course, such an amazing place. And also, you know, I see normally what happens is the first edition normally is fantastic, and you know, slowly it starts getting deteriorating. Here is the other story. I can see the second edition, you know, it's much bigger. It feels just there are so much more interest and so much more people from the world of chess. So, no, I'm very happy.
Yeah, they've also done something very special for, let's say, content creators and
Yes.
streamers. They've built this entire booth there.
Yes,
And
yes,
it's
amazing.
actually, I have been to so many events for so many years. I've never seen so many people being accommodated.
Yes, yes. No, that's very special. I think what Jan Hendrik and also Magnus, they want to dedicate themselves to promoting fully, so promoting freestyle fully. So I'm very happy about that. This, as you know, this is my favorite game and my favorite thing to do.
You mean chess or freestyle chess?
Freestyle chess. Yes.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
Wow. So would you say like this tour comes as a very refreshing kind of an addition to this entire year for you? 5 of them?
It's absolutely amazing. I just hope that I will qualify to the next ones. So there's a lot of pressure because I love playing freestyle so much. So yeah, so there's additional pressure, but you know, any chance we get, of course, is special.
How do you see the field this year?
It's very good. Young guys, everybody's very good. So it's going to be tough, of course.
And are you feeling like very inspired here to do your best?
Yeah, I love the game, so I'm excited to play. So this is, you know, this is so refreshing, and this is also an opportunity for me to show my best. Maybe a year ago I was not that confident. I was coming from not like an amazing year, but after I played in freestyle and I got the third, and then I won the American Cup, and things kind of changed for me, and this was a good year. So now I think I'm more confident, so it's more exciting.
And you have been around for so many years at the highest level of chess, and recently freestyle and FIDE had all of these things going on. How did you view it, and how are you feeling about whatever has been reached right now? Do you feel comfortable? Can you share a bit about it?
Yeah, no, what I think is freestyle and FIDE, they belong together, and eventually they're going to merge, and eventually it's going to be well, maybe not one organization, but two organizations working on one goal, promoting, in my opinion, evolved game of chess. The game that is, I was talking to Ramesh, and I told him, you know, freestyle chess is a gift from gods, because it's so beautiful and so deep.
Oh.
And that's what I truly believe in. So I think this is a gift we should cherish, and we should do our maximum not to destroy it.
So you are coming from this side that some players have mentioned that this will remain a small part of chess, and you know the classical chess will remain like the normal style way. But you think this will keep growing?
Yes, 100%. Yeah, I think once the players get to play it more,
Yeah.
They will start loving it. You know, it's similar to, like, I think when at first, I don't know, maybe in 50s, people started listening to jazz music. They were like, no, what is this? This is strange. No, we don't like it. And they started like sharing with it. Because I've read in many biographies of great jazz musicians. They said that playing where we were playing, there were maybe 3 people in the audience, and one of them was a waiter. You know, the greatest concerts in history. And then suddenly the people started appreciating it. Of course, something that is very difficult and something that is truly the creativity all over the place, you know, is the epitome of creativity. Of course, it's not going to be easy to accept. People are going to still to adjust to it.
And how do you think can we bridge this gap of people understanding it? Because right now I also feel like when I'm commentating, people are not going to appreciate it as deeply as, let's say, the normal chess. So what is your suggestion to, let's say, someone like me?
Yes.
Who has to sort of make sure?
I think it's much tougher for you because you've been in chess for a long time. But if it's a newcomer to chess, for them it's easier. They don't have those biases. They don't have those issues, you know, that, oh, this doesn't feel like the same harmony. Of course it doesn't feel like the same harmony. It's normal. But let's say 300 years ago, when the chess was introduced and you could move pawn 2 squares and you could castle, it of course felt also very strange.
Right.
So it's just a matter of time and a matter of people convincing. I think it's our duty as the best players of the world to share this gift with others, you know, and promote it, because in the end of the day, I mean, if I didn't like this game, I would never be as passionate about it, you know. And the same I think applies to Magnus, or same applies to others. So when I hear that, oh, these older grandmasters, they're terrible in regular chess, and now they want to move and just play their own version. But this is just this is not true, and this is actually stupid, because it should be the opposite. The older you are, the more you know about regular chess, the less you want to use your brain and play a game that is very fresh. So if we were the ones who were promoting the classical chess and pushing it and saying that this chess 960 is not that interesting, it's just a game that is going to have a niche, then of course it would make sense. So what we're
right
doing
now
is,
it's actually the other way around. I interviewed
That's what I
everyone,
mean.
and the youngsters were like, yes, this is important, we like it, but you know, our main focus will be classical chess. This will also have some part. Why do you think that is the case?
Well, they haven't analyzed the classical chess enough, I think. Once they analyze and once they get the thing is, the young generation is very ambitious and plays for a win with white and black. So this saves classical chess. And we're very grateful for them, you know. But if they would be like playing more with the guys who just want to make a draw with any color, of course they would get depressed. And we, I think the same applies to Magnus, me, or anybody who's who has a name. When I play against, let's say I play in an open, and my opponent knows who I am, he knows my name, he wants to make a draw, there is no way I'm going to stop him. You see? There is no way I can, it's very hard, you know, I have to take some tremendous risks.
Right.
Yeah.
And the young generation are still trying to do
Yes,
that.
and young generation are not that known, so the people will be not letting them play at all.
Right. But once they get their hands burnt few times, then they would also become a bit safer. Maybe they would start appreciating freestyle chess. Do you think that might be the way in which it could happen?
Yeah, I think the more you get to play classical chess, the more you fall in love with freestyle. Because
Wow.
for me, it's the thing. I feel when I play freestyle chess, I feel like I'm back at the time when I was 13, 14. Just discovering the theory, just feeling, just seeing, oh, this is possible, this is not possible, this is good, this is bad, you know? The freshness of the position. And obviously, for a lot of people of my generation, also generation under me, they also feel that way. Yeah.
But you don't think normal chess is dead, right? Like, or you feel that?
If, I feel like if somebody who's much weaker than me, who doesn't have the talent, but he has a discipline and determination, there's no way I'm going to beat him in a match. Now, let's say somebody who's 2600 wants to make a draw, and I know that he cannot calculate as well as me, he cannot understand positions as me, I just don't get those positions. No, and the gap is much smaller because the position is so known. While I think in Chess 916 has always been that case. If you're talented and if you're a strong player and if you understand structures, if you worked hard on chess, your advantage against the people who are just bookworms is huge. You're going to beat them every single time. So in a way it's more raw, in a way it's more real.
Very fresh, very interesting takes. Levon, last question to you. Who are you most excitedly looking forward to play here against?
Always against Magnus. Of course against Fabi. Last year we had a crazy match. So, and against everybody. Actually, the field this year is amazing.
Amazing. Good luck, Levon, and we will look forward to your exciting and creative games.
Thank you very much.
Positions that I wanted to show you.
Oof.
And this position actually, like this is the position, like one position in chess 960 where white has the biggest advantage.
Yeah, it's plus.
You know.
Plus 80 or?
Yeah, it's like very
Plus
close.
or 80, yeah?
Yeah, very close. Did you? So it's white to play. So
Yes.
just wanted to see like how you would like think or like navigate. in this
Ah, okay, interesting. Okay, if this is a. So. Yeah, I see the real problems. Like they're there. Of course, we have to kind of lure the knight to g6 in order to have the knight jump. But how do we achieve it? Yeah, that is the question. So if we start, let's say, with b4, then he goes f6, and
If knight f6.
knight f6, knight g3, knight g6. You're thinking?
Or just
d5. Yeah. So it has to be all about the moves, I think.
Yeah.
Like very interesting position. And if we go, let's say, knight g3, he goes g6. Yeah.
That actually, like, knight g3 is actually the best move in this position. And the funny line is that if knight f6, knight
Yes.
f5, if castles, it's mate.
Yeah.
So it's like already after knight f6 it's bad,
Yes,
and
yes.
I think after g6 white just plays b3 or b4 now, and like
F6,
the f6 and like this
It's just a bad
structure
position,
is
Yeah, like this. Yeah, probably.
yeah. I'm not sure like what the best move now is, but like basically
This is not viable.
not very. So after knight g3, like white basically has a big advantage, and I think best line for white is like knight for black is knight g6 and to just give up a pawn like this.
Ah, interesting. Wow.
And try to get some counter.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So this was like I thought that a very interesting position.
Yes, it is. It is.
I have two more positions. I will quickly show you.
Yeah.
This one is
Yeah, you did
also
some good work.
white to play.
One
is here.
One, knight f1, knight
E1,
f1.
sorry. Yeah, queen is on c1, bishop e1, and rooks are on the edge. Bishop is here. Sorry, and king is here. Yeah. So d4,
here.
d5, c4, e6.
Yes.
And I kind of noticed this like pattern in chess 960, the next move that white plays, and it sometimes it seems to be kind of like, for me it was very interesting that that's like the best move.
Yes.
But yeah, let's see what your thoughts are like in this position.
Yeah, okay. Shouldn't be c take d, I guess. Like knight c3, queen d7, I guess. Black is
Mm-hmm.
should
Holding
be okay.
somehow.
Yeah. h4 looks natural, you know. Try.
Wow, that's I mean, like it's crazy how that move is natural to you, because usually people want to do something in the center, but you find h4
Yeah,
it's
you
the best
try to
actually.
get the space as early as you can, yeah.
And
And
actually,
also to have this threat.
exactly, h5, and like one of the best ideas
Yes.
is to just bring the rook.
Yes. No, because once he plays c6, the bishop is dead. On the
Uh-huh.
eight. So this is the problem for him. He cannot really play c6. His only plan is to bring the bishop, right?
Mm-hmm.
And or just to play with c5 somehow. I don't know how, but that becomes a problem.
And if correct me if I'm mistaken, but did you have a similar game with Fabi?
I think something like
So
that.
it was d4, d5, c4. Fabi mentioned it, and then I later checked it. I think
DC
dc4, queen c4, knight f6,
and some knight
knight
d6,
f3,
right?
bishop c6,
Ah, bishop c6. This is my draw against him,
knight
95.
d2,
Yeah.
and now bishop
Yeah.
takes g2 and takes queen.
But actually,
d4.
what he played was very logical. I felt.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
To just try to get some.
Yeah, and I felt okay. I was having a bad tournament, so draw was good for me.
And
That
yeah,
one.
knight d, and then.
Mm.
Okay, and the final position is actually a game that happened in Weisenhaus last year. So, firstly, do you recognize this position?
I wish I could recognize anything. I don't remember.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of positions. Bishop d8, and I think this is good.
Bishop is on a8. Yeah. Ah,
Yeah, bishop. 8 here, so I think the game went e4, e5, b4, b5.
Yes.
The game is between Firuza and Magnus.
Right, and knight h3 is.
Oh,
is the
you
way
remember?
to-
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember we analyzed this. Yeah.
You analyzed this? Okay.
Yes.
Because for many people, like, or even like knight d3 followed by f4,
Yes.
or like knight f3 and to break it with d4 was like
Yes.
kind of this, but knight h3, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Quick f4.
castle and
Yeah, it's a problem for black. Yeah.
quick f4.
No, we actually realized. I think last year we realized that quite often this f3, f4 is the way to go
Mm-hmm.
in many positions. You know, also for black.
Mm.
So it's very interesting. Yeah.
Aroni, you've played so many classical events, so many blitz rapid events. How do you like prepare for this event? Because it's like we don't have that many resources, but we can like to even figure out like these ideas. Like you figure out quickly, but it's not that easy, right?
No, I think just generally to get the general feel of some of the positions is a good idea. You know, quite often the problem is like, for example, when the bishops are here, yeah, it quite often leads to quite a dull position,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because you have to open with c4 and b4,
Mhm.
yeah, or let's say like this, yeah,
Mhm.
because somehow these bishops, otherwise they're stuck, yeah,
Mhm.
and just to understand the nuances. I mean, what are the chances to fight for an advantage? Because in a tournament, you're gonna have different positions every
Mhm.
single time.
Mhm.
One time you can get the one that you showed the first one, and the second time you're gonna get this one.
Yeah.
And just to understand what are the chances to pose some problems in a similar setup, of course, or when the bishops are here, let's say,
Mhm.
is already a good value.
Mhm. Levon, thanks a lot for
Thank
your
you.
time and for analyzing these positions. Game starts tomorrow, so good luck, and we're excited to.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.